Hello, English 100 students. Thank you guys for going over this tonight. After grading your first essays, it's very noticeable that a lot of you guys don't know how to properly format your essays in MLA format. So I just want to go over this with you guys and make sure that you know how to properly format it. I've given you instructions online, but this just might be beneficial to you for me to show you in a quick and easy format how to actually format your essay papers. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Feel free to ask me here. And for those of you that weren't able to join, please make sure to see this video later. You'll be able to get all that information. So to properly format your essays, you're going to want to open up your Word document just like this. And when you see it, there's a lot of people like to use templates and things like that, but just setting up on your own is pretty easy. So I prefer not to use a template. Just set up on your own. It's going to be pretty easy to do that. Okay. The first thing you're going to want to do is take a look at the Word document and just click up to the top. Now you can also go to Insert here at the top left. And from Insert, you can insert the header right here. Click on Header. And you can click right here at the top, insert the header. That's one way to do it. And then you'll just have to, oops, hold on. And then you can type in your name, you can make sure to move it over so that way it's going to be on the left-hand side here and insert the page. That's not the way I like to do it. I like to do it a little more simple. Oh, another way that you can also do on the insert is to come over here and insert the page number, top of the page, and then move over here to where the top of the page is on the left-hand side. Click on it, and then you can just simply type in your last name there. And from there, your page header and the page number will automatically generate. If you create more pages, it's going to automatically generate your last name and the page number, page 2 here, automatically. So formatting that is pretty simple. Now you can go to the Insert tab, but for both Word documents and Google documents, it's pretty simple. You don't even have to do that. You start with your blank page, you go up to the section where the header is, and you double click on it. From there, it's going to bring this pop-up menu up of the header. And you can just go to the page number format, top of page, go to the page number that is on the left-hand side, which is where the format should be. And then right after, type in your last name, give a space, and then you're going to have that header right there in the upper left-hand corner. And that's going to automatically generate the page numbers as you go along. Now, your MLA header should never, ever be in this header section. Your MLA header is going to want to be in the body of the essay right here. You're going to put it on the left-hand side, and you'll start by typing your name. After your name, press Enter, and you're going to want to put the instructor's name next. For me, I don't care if you put Professor Green, you can put Mr. Green, you can put Victor Green. The title doesn't matter to me. As long as you have the title of the instructor right there, we should be good to go. The next aspect is the course. This is English 100, section 14. So just put that there and we're good to go. The next required element is the date. So today's date is the 6th of September, 2023. And you want to put that in a European format with the day first, then the month, then 2023, which is proper MLA format. Past this point, you don't have to put anything else. Some people want to put the assignment here, but that is not required. If you want to put that there, that's okay, but it doesn't have to be. The next thing that you want to put down is the title of your paper, which is not always a requirement, but it's a good idea to put it in here. Try to come up with a nice creative title of your paper and add that in right here. Now, after this, just enter down, and you're going to want to bring your alignment back to the left-hand side. So just to recap, in the header section, you're going to have your last name and the page number by selecting the page number icon there on the right-hand side of the page, or adjusted to the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, or adjusted to the left, you're going to need your name, name of instructor, name of the course, and the date in the format of day, month, year for MLA format. Then right below that in the center, you're going to want the title of the paper. And then after that, adjusted to the left-hand side, you're going to start your paper. Now, before you start typing anything here, you're going to want to make sure that your paper is double spaced. So in order to do that, you're going to bring the paragraph right here, go to line spacing, and then click double. Click OK. I'm going to click tab to start my paragraph, and I'm just going to type nonsense words in here. So that way you can get a sense of what that's going to look like. And as you type along, it's going to automatically double space all of your writing. When you get to the end of your paragraph, press enter. Don't forget to tab, because in all academic writing, your work should be tabbed in for the next paragraph. And then just continue on writing until your paper is done. So this is how your paper should look like in MLA format. Now, this is how you would do it in a Word document. To do this in a Google document, if you're choosing to use Google Documents instead, that is okay. You would want to do it in a very similar manner. So let's go ahead and take a look at how that would look on Google Docs. Right here, we have the course module. Look, I've read almost all of your essays, just 7 more to go. We're almost there. Let's take a look at the Google document. Google Docs is very, very, very similar to Microsoft Word documents. So to properly format the page header, I'm just going to click at the top here, just like I did on the Word doc. I'm going to go to Insert. And from Insert, I'm going to drop down to Page Numbers. From Page Numbers, I'm going to choose the option that is on the upper right-hand side. And you'll see it right here that it gives you the option for the first page being marked. Now, when it comes time to do your essays, you're not going to want to have the first page marked. You're going to want to use this option over here. So that, when you do your final term paper, you're going to want to have it marked up here. So that way you have a proper title page. But for the majority of the essays in this class, you're just going to use a simple MLA format header. So you're going to just want to use the first page as marked. I have my page number here, so I'm going to insert my last name so that it says green, page 1. And just like on the Word document, when I go into the next page, it's going to automatically generate my last name again and the page number, page 2. Now that we've done this, just like in the Microsoft Word document, you're not going to put your MLA header in the header section. It's going to be in the body of your essay. And I'm going to type up here my first name, followed by my last name, then the name of the instructor, the name of the course, English 100, section 14, and the date, going with day, month, and year. Then I'm going to press enter twice, and I'm going to adjust it to the center for the title of the paper. Once I have the title of the paper down, I'm going to press enter twice more just to bring us down to the next line, and I'm going to readjust that so it's adjusted to the left now. From here, I'm going to go to Format, and from Format, I'm going to go to Line and Paragraph Spacing, and I'm going to move that to double spaced. So I will now be double spaced. I'm going to indent my first line, and as you can see, as I write along here, it is going to automatically make all of my writing double spaced, so I'm not going to have to worry about it past this point. If I go into the next paragraph, I'm going to want to indent again, and then start my new writing, and everything will automatically double space. Now, I have noticed for some of you guys, when you submitted your documents, you uploaded it to the Canvas system, and when it auto-populated into the document viewer through Turnitin and Canvas, what took place is that some of your headings popped up in different places. Some of your paragraph formatting was off. And why this happened is because your header was not in the header section. Most likely what happened is you came down here, you started typing up, and you didn't know how to add into the header. So instead of doing that, you just came over here to the top of the body, you adjusted it to the left, you put in your last name, and you put in the page number. And then when you went to the second page, you did the exact same thing over here. And I've seen students do this multiple times, so don't deny it. If you did this, it's all right. It's a common mistake. You went up here and you tried to put in your last name and your page number on every single page. Now, the problem with this is that when you do that, when you upload your document and it auto-populates into the document viewer in Canvas or to turn it in, it's going to slightly mess up the margins. If you have your paper properly formatted with a header, it's not going to cause an issue. But if you try to sort of cheat and do it this way where you did it manually all the time, it's going to mess it up because it changes it just slightly line by line. So follow the proper instructions. Make sure that your header is done in the header section, not in the body of the paper itself. The only part of the header that should be in the paper itself is your MLA header, which is your name, instructor, course, and date. Make sure the title of your paper is centered, and then make sure that the body of your paper is all double spaced. If you follow those simple formats on either Word, Google Documents, or back on Microsoft Word, you're going to make sure that your document is properly formatted. If you follow these steps, you're not going to have any issues at all with formatting your paper, and everything should be formatted correctly going this point forward. So if any of you guys have issues or problems, please let me know. I don't see any questions in the chat. I don't see any questions here from anybody, so I think we should be good. If anybody does have questions on this, please let me know. Okay, looks like we're good. All right, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just make sure that your documents are properly formatted in MLA format, and we should be good going forward. If you do have any questions, you can always Google it or reach out to me via email or in the general questions discussion area. I hope you all have a good night. Take care.